Hey, hi, and welcome to my channel. My name is Shasti. Here we talk about beauty, entertainment, TV shows, books, movies, animes, and kind of anything else that garners my attention this week. Before we get into this video, yes, you're getting two videos in the same look. Okay, I decided to go ahead and film two because I don't know how the depression is gonna hit me this week because I can kind of feel everything closing in on me. So I'm gonna try to pre-record for this week as much as I can. Hopefully there'll be even a third video out. Here's hoping. Also, I want to apologize just in case you hear any noise in the background. My neighbors have decided that they want to clean snow today, even though they both work from home, and had all last week to, clean snow, but decided not to and decided to do, and I'm filming. I love my neighbors. They're so great. So again, I want to apologize for that if you can hear them in the background. There's nothing I can do. Life hates me. It was sun was defeating me last week, and now it's my neighbors. I'm so sorry. So I assume you guys read the title of this video. So this week we'll be talking about millennials and how they've gone down bad, how they've become the things they've hated the most, which is boomers, and kind of just like because I feel like a lot of my videos that are revolving around younger people, I'm usually in some way, shape, or form dragging millennials. Now, if you're a millennial but you don't participate in any of this behavior, this video really shouldn't bother you. But if it does bother you, well, you know what they say about a hit dog. This video and the situation I'm going to talk about is just an amalgamation of what I've noticed between millennials and Gen Z. I am Gen Z because I was born 98, even though I don't particularly feel like it, just because I went to school with the people who are kind of like in the middle of millennials and Gen Z. That's who I went to school with. Like, when I entered high school, those people were definitely not Gen Z. And when I graduated, the freshmen were Gen Z, but like I don't talk to freshmen. And then I entered college with, again, the in-between millennials. So it's like, even though like 98 is where Gen Z starts, I don't really relate to Gen Z. Also, like, I feel like your generation should go with like the people in your dating pool, and I can't date most of Gen Z because most of Gen Z is underage, or they're like 18, 19 years old, and at 22 going on 23, I have no business being in a relationship with 18, 19-year-olds versus like the people in between, the people who are technically supposed to be in between. That's my dating pool. A lot younger millennials, that's who I can date and not feel gross about it. So as a person who's kind of in between, I'm kind of just watching the two of y'all just like go at it, because like I remember having a computer room, like a completely separate part of the house where like a whole monitor was. So I'm in that dicey area. The video I want to talk about is this TikTok of this young black boy. I don't really know how old he is. He I would say he's probably definitely under like 20, but he made a video talking about like the class of like 1999. He did like a whole little fashion thing, and I saw the video and like I thought it was really cute. He's adorable, and he had on his little outfits, and like I would attribute his outfits more to like a different world, like how they dressed in that show versus maybe like the whole of the late 90s were dressing. But like he did that video on TikTok. That's where the video was done and uploaded. And this is a thing that a lot of you millennials do is, for some reason you're on TikTok. Why are you there? That's for children. I don't know why your grown selves on TikTok, but anyways, you're in your 30s perusing TikTok. Then they will download the videos to bring to Twitter, because they know that like if they tried to drag these kids on Twitter, it wouldn't work because Gen Z outnumbers millennials on TikTok. They bring the video to Twitter, the place with a much older audience. Even though there are like a lot of teenagers on Twitter, there is a lot more grown folk on Twitter. And they post the video there, so all the grown people, all the old people can be bitter and attack this child. There's something sick and demented about that. Y'all are going out of your way to attack children who are simply having fun. This video, and like because if you saw the comments under that that video, it was so unnecessarily rude and you were attacking children, and it was giving bitter. Like, it was really giving, like, bitter bitch energy. Like, and I couldn't understand why y'all were so upset. It was like, he's not wearing any FUBU. He's not wearing any this or that. And I'm like, you want him to spend money on new clothes for a 40-second video? It's a TikTok. TikTok is not that serious. You can definitely tell he went in his closet and did the best he could to recreate what he believes is, like, late 90s fashion. Late 90s, early 2000s. Like, y'all were like really, like, y'all really wanted this kid to spend the money on a whole new wardrobe for a TikTok. Does that not seem crazy to you? For a 40-second video, buy a whole new wardrobe. First of all, it's a waste of money. That's not him. Reusing his own clothes to try to recreate it was sustainable. That's like if you think about it, him buying a new wardrobe to not wear again is a waste of money and a waste of clothes. But I know you old people don't believe in, like, saving the planet and shit like that, but that's what you're supposed to do. Alright? Like, and it's just a bunch of hate and vitriol for a kid who is clearly having fun. He was having a good time just dressing up and, you know, recreating the pose. Like, I don't understand how you saw this black boy's joy and was like, fuck you. Like, baby, are you okay? Is everything okay at home? I know you've been at home with your kids for a little too long, but are they really running you that ragged? Are they really? That you have this hate and vitriol for a boy you don't even know? It's giving I peaked in the 90s. Because the gatekeeping and the possessiveness y'all have over the 90s is very weird. Like truthfully and honestly, did you peak? Was the 90s the last time you were popping? Because, like, it's sad if it was. Because anytime anyone who was born after the 90s tries to get into the 90s shit, y'all get real upset. It gets sad. It truly does. It truly does. Because I'm just like, why are you so possessive over a decade? Like, let's move on. Let's move forward. And again, like, his TikTok's not the first time this happened. This happens a lot. That grown people take videos of children they don't know and bring it on Twitter because you know they're not going to get dragged on TikTok because they're all young over there. So you bring it to Twitter where all the old crotchety people are at so this kid can be attacked. Why at 30 are you bullying children? It is very sad. Very sad. And I think this is, like, really stemming from the fact that, like, millennials are turning into boomers. They're turning into the things they hated the most growing up. Like, y'all are really becoming your moms and dads. And it's like, to go down bad like this, couldn't imagine. Because you're always in children's business, a la Sky Jackson, Lori Harvey, Megan Thee Stallion. You're at your big ages in these young people's business, and you're spewing hate and vitriol. You're being judgmental. You're allowing your internalized misogyny to let you attack young girls just simply trying to live their lives. Okay, like, it's so upsetting because y'all really spent most of the early 2000s, like, dragging y'all parents' generations for y'all to simply become them. Because this is giving crotchety old man behavior. This is someone who is past their prime and old and upset with the world. Why are you so concerned with what the children are doing? Kids that aren't your kids. The thing is, y'all don't pay this amount of attention to your actual children, and that's what makes it even sadder. Your kids are clamoring to get some attention from y'all. Clamoring to spend some time with you, but you busy all the time, like, dragging other people's kids. And for what? Like, it's just, what is the saying? You either die a hero or live long enough to become the villain. Like, that's what's happening with millennials. Y'all are becoming y'all's enemies, boomers. And it's really interesting to watch how once you are no longer the targeted demographic, how bitter y'all get. Because all this is bitterness. Anytime anyone young is doing anything, y'all attack Charlie D'Amelio for simply, being pretty white girl that she's not that talented, but you know what, she's pretty and white. And you know what, she's running with it. Like, y'all attack JoJo Siwa for simply living her goddamn, that little girl, though, isn't for me. I am not in the demographic for JoJo Siwa. You will not see me on Twitter attacking her. You will not see me get on my YouTube channel attacking JoJo Siwa because she's a young girl doing young girl shit. And I simply don't care. But you at 30 have so much to say about these young people are doing and refuse to hold other grown ass people accountable, but will be trying to, humble children, people who are supposed to make mistakes, people who are supposed to be fucking up, people who are supposed to be learning. But then you have grown ass niggas like Boosie, okay, running around these streets being a goddamn menace. No checking whatsoever. But you have the energy to check children. Again, I don't know, like I said in my last video, I don't know if 30 is when, dementia kicks in and you seem to forget what it was like to be young. Because it's just so crazy to me. I'm like, y'all are just 30. Y'all are in your 30s, but you're giving me 70. It is so weird. And now I gotta go on fucking social media and call y'all old. Because what you're acting like, you're acting like old people. So upset with what children are doing. Don't you have a mortgage? Okay? Don't you have bills to pay? Because y'all really get on the timeline raising your blood pressure over what Gen Z is doing. And it's not even like, y'all don't even be in the mentions of the Gen Z kids that be running around using slurs and shit. Y'all be in the mentions of kids who are just simply living life and having fun. And it bothers, happiness really gets y'all upset like that. Seeing someone just living their life really just gets under your skin. It's sad. Sad and pathetic, honestly. Because y'all are really upset. And like, again, you go out of your way to drag these children. What do you gain from doing this? So yeah, that's pretty much it. I just had to, this topic was just it was in my head after seeing that video again and kind of seeing all this happening again. This is a thing that a lot of grown people are doing, just going out of their way to bully kids for having fun. And I think this desperately needs to be addressed and corrected, because you're so, at your big age, upset at children being happy. Sorry for the dramatic change in lighting. Towards the end of the other clip, my neighbor got so close to my window scraping ice. For what reason, I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.